5.
All of us with these powers.
But we know we're not alone.
Where evil resides.
Let's just say they could destroy us all.
Where'd they go?
Escaped.
And you need to be strong for what's to come.
Something could go wrong, and it changes everything.
Good will battle evil.
Some people are just evil. That's their nature. This is God's plan.
Choose a side.
I'm sorry, Peter. I always loved you.
The hero's premiere event. The 9-month wait is finally over. Monday, September 22nd on NBC.
Now in high definition, where news comes first. This is WECT News at 11.
With Hurricane Gustav just hours away from a possible monster hit on New Orleans, folks along the Gulf are getting out early and heading to safer ground. Plus, local volunteers with the American Red Cross are proceeding to the Gulf with caution as they are keeping close track on Tropical Storm Hannah. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Warlick. We'll have more on those stories in just a moment. But first tonight, Curry Beach police say a man drowned earlier this evening while trying to rescue a group of children. Park rangers say the man was 47 years old and from Rocky Point. Officials say the drowning happened around 5:45 in the beach area of Fort Fisher State Recreation Area. Police say the man drowned trying to pull a group of kids from a rip current. Police say the children are okay, but the man died. Curry Beach lifeguards were the first to respond. Officials have not yet released his identity. Wilmington police believe that a man who stabbed and killed another man last night is behind bars tonight. Police found a 31-year-old man dead in the road around 11 o'clock when they responded to a call at Timberland Village Mobile Home Park off Hooker Road. The police have not released the identity of the victim, but according to neighbors, he was a Hispanic male who went by the nickname of Chino. Police say that Robert Mihalko stabbed the man to death with a knife after a fight broke out over a woman. Mihalko has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder. One resident we spoke with says he's stunned that this happened in his neighborhood.
Before, so I see the police, the ambulance. So I go, I see the problem. But you know, I'm panicked, you know, too much panic for me. But this is a nice round, you know, a lot of Spanish guy, a lot of people, you know.
Mihalko is being held at the New Hanover County Jail with no bond. Authorities say an infant found in the grass after his parents died in a train-car collision in rural Johnston County has died. Skylar Brady was just 7 days old when he died of his injuries Saturday afternoon at WakeMed Hospital. The car's driver, 25-year-old Brandon Brady, and his fiancee, 22-year-old Crystal Higgins, died in the Friday morning crash. Skylar was thrown from the car and found by a former rescue worker who lives near the crash site. Authorities say the couple was taking Skylar to his first checkup when a freight train crashed into their car at a railroad crossing that has no mechanical warning. We have a road closure to pass along to you tonight before you hit the road tomorrow morning. Independence Boulevard will be closed from 17th Street to Carolina Beach Road from 5 until 11 a.m. Additionally, westbound turn lanes from 17th Street and eastbound turn lanes from Carolina Beach Road onto Independence Boulevard will be closed. Crews with the Cape Fear Public Utility will be on site to repair a water line break. They say repairs should be complete by 11 a.m. As Hurricane Gustav bears down on the Gulf Coast, the local chapter of the American Red Cross is getting ready, but they're also keeping a very close watch on Tropical Storm Hannah. As of now, only one volunteer from the Cape Fear chapter has been sent to Baton Rouge to help residents prepare for Gustav. So far, 3,000 volunteers are on the ground in the Gulf. The Red Cross has spent over $12 million for supplies and shelters to help those folks evacuate. Victoria Kling with the Cape Fear chapter says they'd like to send more folks down to the area, but they're concerned about Hannah's impact here at home.
Part of our challenge, though, is with Tropical Storm Hannah and 2 other unnamed storms coming up from the Atlantic. We're still very much vulnerable, and Hannah just changed paths in the last 24 hours. So we're doing everything we can from a preparedness perspective.
A Hurricane Katrina survivor now living in Wilmington says she has no doubts that folks along the Gulf are prepared for Gustav. Pictures of Leanne Ben Boom and her son made national headlines during the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. She and her 3-year-old son now live in Wilmington. Ben Boom tells us she's confident that the folks living in the Big Easy are taking this storm more seriously than ever before. She knows that FEMA is doing the same, yet one thing she is concerned about are the levees that we hear so much about.
There's no way they're fixed. They said they're not even completely ready. I mean, but even besides that, if they say they're not, chances are they're even less than what they say they are. You know, that's what I think. Ben Boom says she has not returned to Louisiana since Hurricane Katrina and lost touch with many of her friends who also relocated after the storm. Well, the final train out of New Orleans left with fewer than 100 people on board, and police and National Guard troops are patrolling nearly empty streets after the largest evacuation in Louisiana in history. We'll have the latest from the Gulf coming up next, but first let's check in with our very own First Alert Chief Meteorologist George Elliott. George, anything heading our direction?
Well, not right now. We have one out there. Hannah, that's the one we have to watch for today and next several days. Looks pretty good. More on that in a moment. First Alert numbers on the day, 89 today's high temperature, the average 87. We're going to see lower humidities our way, and that will drop those overnight lows as well. Your First Alert wake-up forecast, partly cloudy, fair to partly cloudy, 70-ish, but really pleasant weather coming our way. At least for a short time. We'll look at that and that Hannah issue down the road in just a minute.
It's time to get ready for fall during the Shop Till You Drive clearance event at your Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealers. We're taking up to 40% off MSRP on 08 Rams and up to 22% off MSRP on our fashionable minivans. Check out our selection of fuel-efficient vehicles and find your perfect fit at the Shop Till You Drive clearance event going on now. Or get 0% financing for 72 months plus $4,000 bonus cash on Ram 1500 Quad Cab.
Attention viewers, in preparation of the Wilmington Digital TV transition on September 8th, WECT will be conducting a second analog shutoff test for over-the-air television viewers. This test will occur on Tuesday, September 2nd at 7:30 p.m. and last for 5 minutes. Those who have already made the transition to digital will not be affected. This is an ideal opportunity for viewers who are still watching analog TV signals to be alerted and get ready for digital before September 8th. Thank you for watching WECT.
Time's running out on an unprecedented offer. Here's your chance to get one huge deal on the most capable truck on the road, Ford Super Duty. 0% financing for 72 months. That's right, 0 for 72. Pay no interest ever. 10 days only. Don't miss out. America's best-selling truck now with 0 for 72. Hurry, this huge deal ends September 2nd. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Must have been to Hard Rock Park. With unique rides like Nights in White Satin The Trip and entertainment for the whole family like the hilarious Roadie Stunt Show, fans of all ages shine at Hard Rock Park. We are family. Now, every weekend until Labor Day, North and South Carolina residents get a special $39 admission price. And check it out. If you're not loving it in 30 minutes, you get a refund. Find out more at hardrockpark.com.
Heavily armed police and National Guard troops stood watch over a largely empty New Orleans tonight as the nation waited to see if Hurricane Gustav would deliver another devastating blow to the city. The storm is expected to move ashore tomorrow. Jay Gray is in New Orleans tonight and joins us now with the latest.
Heavy rains and gusting winds, an early indication of what Gustav has in store for South Louisiana.
This is a very, very serious storm that will still cause significant damage. The good news is the surge may not be as bad as initially feared if this were a stronger Category 4 storm.
In fact, experts with the National Hurricane Center now say if the current path remains perfect, New Orleans could be spared.
What I'm saying here for 4 to 6 feet for New Orleans is if the track does stay to your southwest. Can't guarantee it, but that's with a perfect forecast.
It is the best possible scenario for the battered levee system here.
We're hopeful that those levees will hold and they will be intact when we come back.
A hope shared by so many who have scrambled to safety.
Local estimates are that as many as 95% have evacuated. That would put the total at a little over 1.9 million people.
It's part of the largest evacuation in U.S. history, but not everyone is gone.
I'm nervous, but I've been through it before. It never gets easier, though.
Watch out there.
The Kennedy family decided to ride out the storm, even though they live along the West Bank, an area that could take the hardest hit from Gustav.
Got food, water, got power. Lose power, we have enough power fuel to last for about 4 or 5 days. If it floods, we got flatboats.
What they need now is a lot of luck. Jay Gray, NBC News, New Orleans.
Our waters are calm, but as Hurricane Gustav draws closer to the Gulf states, Florida's west coast is beginning to feel the effects of the storm. Will we see any impact here? George has the answer and a complete look at the forecast when we return.
Circle, you can share with the whole family.
Letting people share unlimited calling, things haven't changed one bit.
Chad, you can't let your customers share lemonade. I think customers should be able to share lemonade with the whole family. Chad, you're a ding-dong. Years from now, you're gonna wish you listened to us.
Boy, they sure love my circle.
He's still a ding-dong.
You're still a ding-dong!
My Circle. Share unlimited free calling. 25, 10, or 20 numbers with the whole family. Add family lines for $9.99. Only from Alltel.
Visit our website now for our Labor Day specials and clean up with this great finance offer. Have the neighbors over. Haverty's.
Become one with molten chocolate. Celebrate your right to indulge. It's time for Warm Delights Minis. Just seconds in the microwave, 150 calories, and you'll see how something so mini can take you so far.
Get your accurate first alert forecast any time of the day. Log on to WECT.com. WECT News is where news comes first on the web.
New Dr. Phil. Is your child in jeopardy? A father accused of locking his kids in the dark, keeping guns within reach.
He thrives on fear.
Could an ex-spouse be endangering your children?
Weekdays at 3 on WECT.
Eat, Pray, Love fans, Elizabeth Gilbert's here. What she wants you to know.
I think that's a really good point.
And your overwhelming response.
My question is, do you feel that...
Great question.
Next, Oprah.
Weekdays at 4 on WECT. Your pro for fine jewelry. Albert F. Rhodes, WECT.com. This is Chief Meteorologist George Elliott with your First Alert forecast.
First alert temperatures right now, still kind of on the muggy side out there, but drier weather, I promise, is coming our way. Lower humidity is coming our way as well. Looks like a nice Labor Day. Here's your First Alert day part forecast, one part at a time from the morning through the afternoon back to tomorrow night. Temperatures will come back into the 80s. It'll be in the 80s this week, but overnight lows, we'll see some 60s out there. So enjoy your Labor Day with a northeast wind, a little bit on the breezy side at times as well. And an increased rip current threat due to Hannah and that persistent northeast wind. First alert digital Doppler radar. Here comes Gustav over into the New Orleans area eastbound. Waves of showers and squalls, and back to the west as well. That's a Category 3 storm right now. It could decrease some as it gets close to shore, as it goes over a lower heat content of the atmosphere there. Here's a three-dimensional look. We can see some of the towers there associated with some of those squalls moving on in. For us here, no issues. Quiet. Looks like a quiet pattern, at least for now. First alert digital Doppler radar locally shows no precipitation whatsoever, so we're looking good there. Now, on the other hand, the showers and thunderstorms are rather intense there with that system moving in to the lower Mississippi Valley Gulf coastal states, and that will be the issue for them. It has no effect on us whatsoever, so we'll turn our attention to the next one. And there's Gustav. Here's the big mound of high pressure. Cold front moving through, northeast winds on the backside of that, and this big blocking high will keep Hannah from moving north. It'll kind of meander down toward the Bahamas for a while as this mound of high pressure, not only large but strong too, hangs across the northeast part of the country. Eventually that moves farther east, and on the backside of that, Hannah might slip in up and north ahead of a trough of low pressure in the upper atmosphere. Here's your first alert enhanced satellite picture showing that well-defined Gustav, Category 3, 115-mile-an-hour winds moving on toward the northwest. And here in the past few hours, we've seen a blow-up of some squally weather around Hannah, indicating a slight increase in intensity. Now 50-mile-an-hour sustained winds with that. Tracking Gustav, 27.3 north, 88.1 west, moving northwest. Coming on shore tomorrow morning, and it could decrease enough to not be a major storm, but it's still a very significant event, of course, and it looks as though west of New Orleans, hopefully far enough west where they will miss the brunt of Gustav as it hangs out of lower Mississippi Valley, southern plain states through much of the week and decreases in intensity to a remnant low. Now, as far as Hannah goes, 23.7 north, 72.2 west, moving west very slowly, probably a west to erratic movement next few days over the Bahamas, and then by mid to late week, it begins to make the turn, being picked up by, well, partly the trough, but partly on the west side of that high pressure. Where it goes exactly from that point on, impossible to say. It's looking a little bit more likely that it will stay far enough south and west of us where we'll just see some scattering showers and maybe some squalls with that later Thursday into Friday, and then dissipating Friday through Saturday and being picked up and carried away rather quickly through Saturday. So we'll have to watch that one. First alert weather tonight, though, just kind of fair, not quite as muggy by the morning, and low around 71 with that northeast wind. First alert Labor Day weather forecast mid to upper 80s. Northeast wind and not as humid. I think you're going to like it. No thunderstorms around. Northeast 15 to 20 knot winds gusting to 25 at times. High rip current risk, 4 to 6 foot seas due to swells and increasing swells from Hannah and also that big mound of high pressure across the northeast. First alert planning forecast, 80s for highs as I mentioned, but 60s for overnight lows. Now that's not bad. It does warm up more humid toward the end of the week with Hannah getting closer. However, where it goes exactly, impossible to say, but it's looking a little more favorable for us that it will stay south and west. You can continuously keep updated on WECT.com. I want to show you something here. You know how you can click right through with me. Follow the leader. Not that I'm any leader. If you go to our website, actually right on our home page, I want to point this out to you. It's on our weather page as well, but on our home page, if you scroll down to weather extras, you'll see a link there right where the my little finger there is, that that little barb, and it's called Live Cameras Hurricane Gustav coverage beginning tomorrow from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Just click on that thing. It's going to be a live camera for you. WECT.com on the far left there. Live pictures from Gustav.
Good resources. All right. Thanks, George. Well, talk of rerouting a major Wilmington intersection is getting a lot of attention. For more on the issue and tomorrow's headlines tonight, let's go to Cy Cantwell at the Star News in Wilmington. Hi, Cy.
Hey, Sarah. In tomorrow's Star News, Pat Gannon has heard from some readers who have some ideas on how to revamp the South College Road Oleander Drive intersection. And Gareth McGrath talks to delegates to the GOP convention. It's all in the Star News tomorrow. Thanks, Sarah. Back to you.
All right. Well, couldn't exactly hear what Cy was saying there, but I'm sure they got a lot of great stuff coming up.
Hey, well,
hard at work now.
Now you have to buy the paper to see what's in it.
Now we have, yeah.
Exactly.
I'll be waiting till tomorrow morning to find out.
Well, you don't have to wait till tomorrow for all the sports, because we'll have it coming up next, including UNCW soccer and, yeah, a little golf as well. Or just the third round today. What's happening? I don't know. Sports.
My top priority as governor will be jobs, jobs, jobs. What we need from government is the opportunity to make our lives even better. And that means drilling off the coast of North Carolina. We can do it safely and create jobs. Second, fix an education system with a 30% dropout rate. so we'll have skilled workers. And third, reduce taxes on our workers and businesses. It can be done. I'm Pat McCrory. The difference is leadership.
It's time to get ready for fall during the Shop Till You Drive clearance event at your Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealers. We're taking up to 40% off MSRP on 08 Rams and up to 22% off MSRP on our fashionable minivans. Check out our selection of fuel-efficient vehicles and find your perfect fit at the Shop Till You Drive clearance event going on now. Or during the Shop Till You Drive event, get 0% financing for 72 months plus $2,000 bonus cash on Aspen.
Must have been to Hard Rock Park. With tons of fun for every size, it's the ultimate theme park for the entire family. Hard Rock Park, we are family. Heat it up with our summer specials. Now through Labor Day, adult admission is only $45, and kids 4 to 9 play all day for just $30. And check it out. If you're not loving it in 30 minutes, you get a refund. Find out more at hardrockpark.com.
Hey, Mr. Opportunity here, and if you're seeing me, it's Honda clearance time, which means now's your chance to pick the totally redesigned Accord, the sporty Civic, the fuel-efficient Fit, or any other Honda you yearn for at a deal that can only be described as very desirable.
Looking good, Mr. O.
This job just keeps getting better and better. The 2008 Honda clearance. Get APR financing as low as 0.9% on all new Honda Odyssey models for well-qualified buyers. I'm Mr. Opportunity, and I'm knocking.
I'm Bev Perdue. I'm running for governor, and I sponsored this ad.
There's a real difference between the candidates on the issue of school vouchers. Pat McCrory supports private school vouchers, taking $900 million taxpayer dollars away from public schools to pay for kids in private schools. McCrory would have to slash public education or raise taxes.
I'm Pat McCrory. The difference is leadership.
You call that leadership? Pat McCrory. Wrong on vouchers, wrong for the middle class.
WECT Sports is brought to you by Nexium. This is Kevin Hall with your WECT Sports.
Well, week 1 of college football is in the books, but with no football team over at UNCW, it is soccer that takes center stage. Kind of a rough start for the men's team as they lost Campbell in their season opener, but it doesn't get any easier today as nationally ranked Furman comes to town. They're ranked 20th in the nation according to one poll. In first half action, UNCW's Devin Carroll to Brian Harrison. The shot is just wide, and we are still scoreless. Later in the first, Kurt Hudgens with a shot, but he can't get enough on it. Easy save, still knotted at 0, and then a great try for the Hawks. Looks like they're going to score here. It's Hudgens again. First shot is stopped. Second one gets to the goal, past the goalkeeper. Oh, but Chris Clute of Furman is there to save what was a sure goal. This one goes to the half scoreless, and as is always the case, after our cameras leave, all the scoring happens. UNCW wins 3-2 in double overtime. The Hawks tie it with 7 seconds left in regulation. Then freshman Matt Brown with the game winner at the 104-minute mark. Meanwhile, the women were at Wake Forest today. Well, they had a rough go of it. The Hawks are blown out by the Deacs 5-0. Wake Forest ranked 15th in the country, and they certainly showed why today. Normally Sunday is the final round of PGA Tour events, but with the Labor Day holiday, things a little mixed up, and today, just the third round. Yeah, they're going to play the final round tomorrow and all that right here on WECT this afternoon. A pretty good afternoon for Sergio Garcia from the Fringe. It just keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling right into the hole. 30-footer for birdie. He's tied for third. The round of the day belongs to Camilo Villegas. The birdie putt on 18, tied for 22nd at the start of the day, but a 63 puts him in second. On 15, Mike Weir was tied for the lead at this point, but a chip changes that right in the hole for birdie. It is Mike Weir on top of the leaderboard after 3 rounds, a one-shot lead over Villegas. Final round coverage tomorrow right here on WECT starting at 2 o'clock. Well, Friday night football is going to become Monday night Labor Day football for one of the state powerhouses from our area. Wallace Rose Hill has their game moved from this past Friday to tomorrow. It's postponed because of rain. They're going to travel to Southern Wayne again. The Bulldogs with a new offense this year, going with the spread, hoping that'll get them back to the top. Wallace Rose Hill struggled a little bit at the Jamboree with it, though, so perhaps some better success in the opener. There's a whole host of games this Friday night. The 4 New Hanover County schools will have their hands full. Only one is home. That's New Hanover taking on Rose High out of Greenville. Ashley's at South Brunswick. Laney at Havelock. Hoggard goes to Harnett Central. We don't want to start thinking about next week yet. Still riding high over past Friday's big win for your team. Well, watch the highlights again. Just go to the sports section of WECT.com. There you can click on our new video player on the right side of the page. You can watch Friday Night Football one more time. While there, check out the schedules for this week's games as well. Well, the first full weekend of college football is in the books, and it's safe to say for NC State, couldn't have gone much worse. Their starting quarterback didn't make it through the game, and they got blown out by South Carolina. But tomorrow, they'll find out the status of that quarterback. Yeah, NC State's freshman quarterback Russell Wilson spent Thursday night in a South Carolina hospital. That's after he was carted off the field after receiving a grade 3 concussion. That's the most severe a person can suffer. Now, there was no spinal cord damage. Team officials are expected to release updated information on Wilson's condition tomorrow. Right now, they don't know if he'll be available for Saturday's home opener with William & Mary. I am not a doctor. I will play one on TV right now, though, and tell you there's no way this kid should play on Saturday. But head coach meets with the media tomorrow, so we'll find out, and we'll certainly let you know.
We'll see what the other doctors have to say.
Yeah, the real doctors, not me.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
You got it.
Well, the newest edition at Zoo Atlanta is about the size of your hand. You won't be able to see it in person for a couple of months, but coming up after the break, we'll take you there to check in on the little panda and see how it's doing. You're watching WECT News at 11.
Healing comes in many forms. Watching your favorite player. Flowers. For no reason. The sound of absolutely nothing. If you have damage from acid reflux disease, healing can come in a purple pill. One prescription Nexium pill a day can provide 24-hour heartburn relief, and for many, can heal the damage acid reflux can cause over time to the lining of the esophagus. And for the majority of people with prescription coverage for Nexium, it's available for less than $30 a month. Headache, diarrhea, and abdominal pain are possible side effects of Nexium, and other serious stomach conditions may still exist. Talk to your doctor. Healing comes in many forms. Letting her take care of you. If you have acid reflux damage, healing can come in a purple pill called Nexium. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
It's time to get ready for fall during the Shop Till You Drive clearance event at your Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep dealers. We're taking up to 40% off MSRP on 08 Rams and up to 22% off MSRP on our fashionable minivans. Check out our selection of fuel-efficient vehicles and find your perfect fit at the Shop Till You Drive clearance event going on now. Or get 0% financing for 72 months plus $4,000 bonus cash on Ram 1500 Quad Cab.
I'm telling you, Liddy Dole is 93. 93?
Does Kay Hagan think we believe that? Elizabeth Dole's got firepower. She just received the Best of Congress award. She saved our military bases and thousands of jobs, saved our farmers, and gave sheriffs tools to fight illegal immigration.
She's dedicated her life to helping us. I'm Elizabeth Dole, and I approved this message.
Get your news 24/7. Log on to WECT.com. WECT News is where news comes first on the web.
A panda cub in Georgia made its debut via webcam moments after its birth on Saturday. The giant panda named Loon Loon gave birth to the cub in a specially constructed birthing den at Zoo Atlanta. The webcam used to monitor the den captured the immediate aftermath of the birth. I think we might get a sneak peek. There it is.
Whoa, that's the thing.
That's it. Very, very tiny when they're born.
Oh, boy.
Zoo management and veterinarian teams are keeping a close eye on the two on the chance that she may deliver another cub. Experts say twin births happen nearly half the time in giant pandas. So, might have a sibling on the way. Who knows?
Really
I
small.
know, about like the
I
size
didn't
of-
even
size-
see it
yeah,
at first.
Very small. That's going to wrap it up for us. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
It's Toyota's national clearance event from the most fuel-efficient full-line car company on the road today. Now get $4,600 in total savings on new 08 4Runner models. That's $4,600 in total.